What's up, guys? I'm Tyson McFeeders and I'm 15 years old. My last account got just can't log back into it, so I'm making this one. So right now I am currently paralyzed, crushed my T12 and fused 3 up and 3 down. I don't know where to start, so I might as well start from the beginning. So started out racing and then found freestyle, so I just started going out into the hills and just started riding. My freestyle career, I loved it so much. I just kept grinding towards it, and yeah, I just kept trying to find the new tricks. When I was racing or when I was doing freestyle, I just wanted more. I finally got my first whip competition around 2 weeks before my injury, which was September 16th. Ended up being 3rd place, and that was my first ever show/whip comp. So I was talking to one of the monster guys, and I was trying to do a show for them. So I'm like, all right, I need to be prepared, and I just need to go. So I go out to go train, and I'm on a dirt road, and just car came flying around the corner. They were going about like 50 or 60, lost control and hit me. So when they drifted into my lane, I was going about like 20 heading towards them, and I see them. So I start drifting way to the right of my lane, and they just lost complete control and just started drifting right in my lane. I didn't know what to do, so I slammed on the brakes, slid the bike, and I don't really remember what happened, but I know as soon as I hit that car, I saw a light. Like I was sitting in a black room, and I just saw a little light in front of me, and it started to slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then just something told me to wake up. Everything happens for a reason. I do believe that truly from God. He's gonna take you on the path that you need, and this is the path he chose for me. So after I wake up, the car's on top of me, just complete chaos, and they back off of me, and then one of the guys, I don't know who, but they just picked me up and just started trying to drag me across the road. I told them not to move me or not to touch me, and they dragged me like 40 feet into a ditch. So after they dragged me, tapped my leg, couldn't really feel anything, so I go like just try to move them, and I got a little bit of movement out of my left leg, a little out of my right, not much, but yeah. I remember the ICU room. It was just, I hated it there. Like people were screaming all the time, just everything, and I was just so drugged up in pain. It was bad. I remember the security down at the hospital, they just got so mad at me because my friends would always just sneak through the hospital and just to come see me, which I'm super grateful for. I remember one time I had like 10 or 12 people in the room at once, and then the security guard came in, and they were not happy. But honestly, I'm kind of glad they did, because I moved from California to Illinois. So we fly over to Shriners in Chicago, Illinois, and did rehab there for a while. The doctors were just, I don't know, I mean, they were telling me the truth, but yeah, they would come over, and there's just this one girl, and she would just basically say how I'm never gonna walk again, blah blah blah. And then we told her we were gonna go over to Shirley Ryan, like that was the normal plan. And yeah, she didn't seem like she wanted to help us that much. I remember even in my last hospital, there's just a few doctors out there that just, I don't know, they just give you a hard hit in life. Like first time, I remember them coming up to me saying I'll never walk again, and started like tearing up a little bit. Then I just got that fire in me, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna prove you wrong. So after they told me I couldn't walk again, I was just like, you know what, screw you, I'm gonna show you what's up. So I'm able to push out my leg a little bit, and I was showing them that, and they're like, oh no, it's a muscle spasm, blah, blah, blah. And I did it again and again and again, about like 6 or 7 times, and they just called it a muscle spasm, but I knew it wasn't. I truly believe, like, if you put your mind to anything, you could do it, as long as you just keep focused and just keep going at it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get at least 10,000 hours on my feet and just keep them moving, and see where it goes. Because if you do 10,000 hours on anything, you're just gonna get good at it. So I'm just hoping that's what happens. Get 10,000 hours on my feet and start walking again. I do have my bad days, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's sometimes I'm down, but I try to tell my brain to shut up and just keep going. I've realized over racing, doing freestyle, all of that, once it starts getting tough, that's when you need to push the hardest to get to that finish line. It could take about maybe 1 or 2 years. Hopefully I get it back sooner, but I know if I keep going at it, I'll eventually start walking again. I have got quite a few of my muscles back. I've got quads, adductors, a little bit of hamstring, glutes, all of that, a little bit of ankle movement. So right now I am just trying to make all of those stronger. Honestly, probably the biggest part of this, the part that's mainly draining, is whenever I try to wiggle my toes. I think it's just because the connection's so far down that it's just so mentally and physically draining. So every day I just try to wiggle my toes, just one by one. Sometimes I get them to move. So throughout my injury, I just can't thank you guys enough, because I've had so much support over just the last few months of me being paralyzed. And yeah, I have to walk again. I gotta keep getting there. Some of you can call me crazy, but once I walk again, I'm getting back on that dirt bike within like 2 years for sure. I don't know, ever since I got my leg around the bike for the first time, I loved it, and I didn't want to stay away from it. Like, I don't know, every day before my accident, I would literally just go to school, come back, and go ride right away. Like, any of my friends could say how much I've rode. Honestly, to get back to riding is probably one of my biggest motivations. I gotta, like, sometimes it could get me depressed if I keep looking at the videos, but having that in the back of my mind that I want to ride again, it's definitely helping me push. So one of my goals is obviously walking again, being able to jump, and I want to run again. I want to try to run up the rocky steps once I'm better. So right now I go to Shirley Ryan, and I go up there Monday through Wednesday, about 2 hours each day, and I feel like that's not enough. I feel like I at least need 6 hours a day at minimum, and yeah, just to get me stronger. So after we go to Shirley Ryan, we're there for about like a month or two, and I guess we're already getting released. We were hoping we'd be there for like a year or two, but I guess not. So now we got to find a different plan. We're planning to get a physical therapist and a personal trainer, and just have them combine ideas and see what could help. I've realized I'm not gonna get lucky. Like, my injury was just so severe that I'm not gonna get lucky, so I gotta make it happen. Like, I gotta force it to happen again. I gotta make myself get back on my feet. The one good thing is, so I'm using these KFOs, which is just leg braces to keep me up, and I'm able to walk in them pretty good. I got 400 feet not too long ago, and I feel like those are definitely helping me. I've realized with this injury, you just gotta think outside the box, and that's what's gonna help you the most. You gotta think of what other people aren't doing. We got this hyperbaric chamber, just pushes oxygen through your body, helps grow cells, all of that, and I use that almost every day I can. So I was talking to one of the therapists, and I'm at a T12, so that's just a little above my belly button where they said I'm paralyzed. But I honestly truly believe I'm gonna walk again because I forced myself to get all the other stuff I have. So this video is just kind of a run through down how it's been, and if you guys want to follow, great, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope I could use my story to motivate you guys and inspire you guys to just keep working. Honestly, you can't take anything for granted. I was like, I don't know. If you told me 10 years ago that I was going to lose my legs, I wouldn't believe you in the world. I wouldn't. So, yeah, once again, you guys could follow if you want. If not, that's all right. But I just want to thank you to everyone that supports me and everything. Thank you guys. It means a lot.